You're good.
Hello, and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys, a couple girls get together, play some Dungeons & Dragons, drink some coffee, and try and stay alive. As you can see, we have a different setup today. We're trying some new things, making things happen, so be aware that changes are coming and is inevitable. We have some really cool things coming up in terms of backgrounds, in terms of how the stream layout is, updated new logo. I have somebody working on that. So just keep in mind that things will be changing and ever growing. And any feedback is good, so make sure to let us know in the chat. As for other things, we are connected with Nerd Brew. Nerd Brew is a community on Discord. We're a couple of people every week get together to play board games. They play Magic, they play D&D, they play a whole bunch of different things. So definitely check that out on Discord. And be ready. As for some updates, I believe some people know about War of the Spark. War of the Spark is coming out. I'm actually going to be doing the pre-release, so you'll see me out there. So keep an eye out as well. Let's see. We do have the full crew today, so welcome back. For the last 2 weeks, we apologize. We were healing, getting better, having medical appointments, things of that nature. So we appreciate you guys just being understanding and being just awesome in general. So with that though, we can go ahead and kind of talk about what happened 3 weeks ago at this point. You all finally finished everything you needed to do with the mansion. You guys all talked to the people that you're dealing with. Just saying, yeah, you'll probably see it, the feedback when you drop those. Yeah, it just blares the microphone.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
So yeah. So anyway, 3 weeks ago, you guys finished everything with the mansion. You guys got things set for that. You talked to Dewena. You made sure that Leroy and Kyla have a tutor, so they're currently in education.
Gotta get them education.
Them education degrees. Just a stupid piece of paper, but who cares?
It's true. It's a waste of money.
It's funny because Emerald is like, he's like, what are you, like 6 years deep in it right now?
I'm working on my master's.
So anyway.
In alchemy.
But yeah.
In alchemy.
So you guys all did that. So after doing a gaseous form, or no, sorry, not gaseous form, wind walk. You guys did a wind walk over to Boshba's area, the Glyph Forest, where you guys are at the temple ruins at the very beginning. Rahun and Sam are like dilly-dallying through the ruins, like about to go in the door down the stairway, where you guys hear that the sound of what sounds like metal hitting metal. I'm gonna switch the music here.
Oh, that is very intense.
So, you guys are right there as two of you are at the door, and you guys are free to do what you wish.
Alright, so, okay. We're at a door.
We have our instructions too.
You're at the entry point. So remember, you guys had the graveyard of all the different spires that you knew had different weapons in them, but with every broken one spawned some kind of creature. So you guys left it alone, and you guys are at the doorway where there's stairs leading down, and you hear what sounds the metal on metal.
Gotcha. Okay. And I'm assuming it's me.
It's you and Sam currently like at the door. You're like, hey, let's go on inside.
That's right. It's you guys who are hesitating.
And they're like, wait, do we need to do anything? That kind of thing.
We have our instructions to turn left once we reach the tree end.
Who gave us that instruction?
My panther.
So we go right. I'm sorry, but I don't trust your panther.
The only one my panther doesn't seem to like is
Let me guess, me?
Emerald.
Oh! Whoa.
But the panther thinks
Alright,
that
now
Emerald...
we gotta focus on that. There's somebody who doesn't like Emerald.
Wait, listen.
But is okay with me? Breakthrough,
The
guys.
panther thinks, and what I believe Boschba is telling the panther thinks that Emerald is the reason the forest is dying. The panther is being deceived by Boschba, who's obviously the god of chaos.
So we go right because it knows Emerald's with us, and it's probably going to lead us into the part that's going to kill us.
I think going left will take us right to Boschba.
Is that any better? I mean, if that's the case, let's do this then.
Well,
let's just go straight
maybe
forward.
let's just go in, get to the tree end, and then figure out what to do from there.
All right.
We could always take it a
little twig,
step at a time. Step at a time.
Little branch or something.
Little leaf.
Oh, little leaf. Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, Sam, lead the way. It's very dark, and you're our human torch.
We can't. You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted, Jeremy. There you go.
I'm not making this decision. I can't make decisions.
All right. I cast Pass That Trace on us.
Cool.
I'm going to also cast Primeval Awareness.
Cool.
Definitely, probably some evil in this. Game.
Celestial, fiends, undead, and dragons, right?
Gosh, I write this down and then I forget it every time. Aberrations, Celestials, Dragons, Elementals, Fays, Fiends, and Undead. It doesn't reveal how many or their location, just what entities there are.
That's natural 20, right?
Can't see, it's too black.
It is, indeed.
I just want to say the Barbarian got a natural 20 on the sneak check.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, natural 20 on it. What?
On the sneak with pass without a trace, yeah, sneaking.
Sneaking? Okay.
So that would bring me up to a total of 36.
Oh, are we rolling for stealth right now?
Yeah, I cast Pass That Trace, so add 10.
I'm definitely going into stealth.
Stealthy,
Sure.
stealthy.
So,
Great.
I rolled a 3.
Nice, but then you get
Add
plus 10 because of her pass without a trace.
So 13.
With your modifier?
With my what?
With your modifier? Your stealth modifier?
That might actually put me... So 17.
There we go.
29.
29.
27.
36, 27. Okay, cool. You guys all have your stealths up.
So Primeval Awareness, it says Aberrations, Celestials, Dragons, Elementals, Fays, Fiends, and Undead.
Sure. You get Celestials, Fays, Fiends, Undead. That's it.
Do I know what Boschba is? She's a god.
I don't think
Let me
she's a
see
god.
Demon.
So are you guys just standing outside the door right now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sensing that there's Celestials, Fays, Fiends, and Undead in the area.
So be prepared for Little Leaf to be undead. Understood.
I can't remember if that's any.
Let's
different
go.
than-
And I go in with my 36 stealth and vanish when I go into into the shadows.
Huh?
I'll go in first.
You going in first. All right. So when you clear the threshold of the door, you immediately feel different. You don't feel as if the air around you feels like it was outside. You get like this chilling sensation, almost as if like everything around you is not real. It's almost as if it's a dream. But you also have this sensation as if you're still conscious. For those of you that watch that Cass going through the door, she goes through the door and she looks completely fine. She doesn't look like anything's changed or different. Or
walking after her, not paying attention anyway.
Sure. You feel the exact same way.
Hey, this air feels weird.
It does. It feels...
I feel like my arms are
surreal.
Yeah, that's a good word.
I'm gonna do like a perception check and just look, see what I can see. Like, how far can I see?
Well, it's dark, but the light you get all the way, you see all the way down. It's probably about a 15-20 foot staircase all the way down where it hits the floor, and you see the floor.
Can I do like
And on the reflection of the stone, you can almost see a gentle fire light that's radiating off of the stone.
Can I cast Find Traps?
Sure. You cast Find Traps. You don't find any traps.
Okay. I think it's clear.
I will also step in.
Okay, you step in. You feel that same surreal sensation. Sam, do you walk in as well?
Hey, Emma. Hey, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Try not to hit the mic so much.
Oops.
Yeah.
She just ripped off the tape.
If you need to, we can pull it. You can pull it back. It's picking you up fine.
Okay. Sam, are you going in? I can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm having problems hearing everybody, so like I can't really. I'm only hearing every third word.
Like it's glitching out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll close Spotify. Or not Spotify, Skype.
Actually, do me a favor, mute the microphones real quick, because now I'm gonna check something.
That's why I was messing with my settings to see
Got
if
it.
maybe
Okay.
a latency issue.
Yeah, I'll close Skype out real quick and just recall me. Alright. Continue. This is where I can ignore the man behind the curtain.
Fix this so that way I can see. Okay, cool. And it stops the mic. Alright. So you guys all end up going down. Cass, you hit the first one, right? You hit this, and what you do is you come into what seems just like a flat room. Actually, the room has nothing in it but 4 walls. The area leading in, there's skeleton and bones at the stair bottom, but that's it. Like past those skeleton bones, it's almost clean. Like it's been clean.
That's actually better.
You look over in the far right hand corner, and you see a small gnome. He's got forging clothes on. You see him as he has a hammer, and the anvil is almost like literally up to his eyes as he's like holding like a small like little piece of some kind of jewel, or not jewel, but like jewelry, and he's like just hitting it repeatedly on top of the iron. And you see the small little forge, very, very small, just kind of in the back, behind him, giving a light glow. And then off to the far left-hand side, you see what like a door. And the door is just a basic door, nothing crazy, but it's just odd that there's nothing else in this room, just walls and this gnome. However,
looking at the gnome, does it look like he's like an indentured servant, like he's being forced to be there?
Nope, it looks like he's just chugging away.
Okay.
Everybody gets down. You see this exact scene as well. And as the last person hits the last of the stairway, the last of the stairway, you see as the light from the top of the stairs goes dim. You look up the stairs and you still see what looks to be the outside, but for whatever reason, it kind of seems like it's no longer a pathway to take. Okay. You all see as a bright blue light starts emitting from the bottom as if a teleportation, but this one's different. It's dark. It's like a dark blue, one of which that is very mesmerizing. You guys want to look at this bright light as it sears up in just a thin line, and then it just increasingly gets bigger. You begin to see as chains fall from this beam of light. Chains, just broken chains filled with blood. Just soaked, just dropping all over the place, like rolling across the ground, going across you all. All of a sudden, there's just a big splatter of blood that just comes out, just as if somebody like literally cut open the intestines of somebody, and then just blood just gushed out everywhere. And then all of a sudden, you see as Lydia comes from the light, and she looks at you and she goes, "I think I found him." And you see as she turns around and she starts dragging a body across the stone. From what you see, this is a person that's completely just matted hair, larger than Emerald's, just completely soaked in blood, a beard that rivals Emerald's, just one that's bigger than his, salt and pepper hair. You see the weak and frail body, almost as if like you ever see like the Auschwitz pictures of just bone. And you also see a medallion that's on his neck, tattered, scarred, and it looks like there's been multiple whips, multiple bruisings, multiple chains wrapped around his body. You see as Lydia's pulling this body. She's like, "I can't stay here. I'm already in trouble. I have to go, but please, can somebody take him?"
So I'll go up and help her.
You go up and you see that it's Baltimore's body.
Nice. Good stuff. Good play.
Yes!
What's up, gents?
Good play.
Absolutely.
Been outside for like 20 minutes waiting.
Welcome back.
There's a chair here if you want to pull it and put it at the end where...
Yep, you're in the middle.
So for those that understand, Baltimore actually left for a period of time because he had some things that he had to take care of. He was between a move, financial things, but he got with me, was it last week? Yeah. And said that things were getting better, and so now he's... I'm sorry. That Nightbot is on point.
The what?
He always
when he came in?
He always
Blood
gets...
Harbor was freaking out, and he was like cursing all over the place.
Yes.
So he's like,
Yes.
"I'm sorry."
I
And
know how you feel.
The Nightbot just kicked him out.
Absolutely.
And Lydia continues. She goes, "I need to be at the ritual. I need to stop the attack."
What ritual? What attack?
I can't explain it. However, look, Baltimore, I knew him through some contacts. He was in the chains of planes. I need to get him.
The plane of...
And then you see it, she just...
Plane of chains?
It looks like she was forced out.
If you're talking, I don't hear any of that right now. None of it.
What's it's Skype. It's Skype itself. Go ahead. Continue. I'll recall him.
So,
I'm gonna do a medicine check on him. Yes, absolutely.
Is that a thing now?
Yes.
Is that what I missed?
Yep.
actually, I've been doing like Kayla's like I like do that thing. Like it's not even a full dab.
Oh my
it's just
god,
like,
it is real quick.
All right. How about now? You good?
Can you hear us?
I'm so glad to have you back.
Okay. He's got us.
The
All
thing
right,
is
cool.
that I actually contacted him like 3 weeks ago, but you guys didn't play the last 2 weeks.
I was just like, nope, sorry, not happening.
Gotta wait another week.
So, you guys are there, and you see a frail Baltimore.
Tell me to do a medicine check, see what things he's got going on.
Broken bones.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check. What am I doing?
26.
26. Yeah, broken bones. You see, based on some of the medicines checks that you've done in the past, that the wounds that he has on his body takes place over like 20 years.
Oh god.
So you can see where like things have been cut into his body and then made like just
scarification.
Scarification. There you go. Thank you. I would not know that word.
Is that a word?
And
Is that a word?
he's completely exhausted. It's almost like he's never gotten sleep. And you can tell that there's something different.
Okay. So,
Hey, there's something different about him.
you think?
Does it look like time
So I'm gonna try
has
to.
gone?
I'm gonna try to talk to him, and I just like. Get
Oh
down
yeah,
on
you
my
guys are free to do whatever you want.
Baltimore.
Is he conscious?
I still kind of focus more on the room a little bit because I'm a little weary that like while
Yeah,
we're doing
and
this,
this
something's
gnome,
gonna happen.
this gnome hasn't even looked up. You just see as he's just like you guys are off to the right, and he's still holding like this little piece of like jewelry, and he's just like you see as he's like focused on it, and he goes, dink, and then you see him like move it around a little bit.
So focused. Is Baltimore is he conscious or is he like out?
It looks that way.
It looks like he is conscious.
Like, yeah.
Does it appear like time has gone faster in whatever dimension he was in?
Oh yeah.
Because he hasn't been gone that long. So there's.
But his beard is way bigger than Emerald's. Jesus.
Like you look at Baltimore and you see his eyes like fluctuating, like as if he was having a conversation, but you don't hear any words or anything. He said it might be my internet.
I can't do anything about that.
Emerald,
Get off that Walmart internet.
Yeah.
Emerald, what's
the
wrong
video's
with it?
shot
Can I
video,
help
so,
do
yeah.
like
It's not on
help do
there.
something? Plus the restoration
Oh.
No.
or
he
potions?
needs
We have potions.
to do. Yeah, I think our best option right now would either be definitely he's gonna need rounds of healing.
Can we take him out of
Fine.
here and back to your
My father?
yeah?
That might help.
Because we
Definitely might
can't.
help.
I mean, he can't stay down here, and we can't take him with us.
Oh no. Absolutely not. But can we even go back?
It's worth a try.
So I'm gonna try to pick him up.
Sure. Make a dexterity check.
21.
21. You go to pick him up, and you almost feel like some of the bones in his body begin to just.
Can we make a
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
We should.
Okay.
Throw some holy water on him.
It's not gonna help.
I keep watching the gnome then. I go back watching the gnome.
Yeah, you see as he's just like.
I quickly
Can I,
come
like-
over and I just pour some alcohol,
Can
my
I, like-
alcohol on him.
I have a hammock.
Sure, he's just like.
I have
not the gnome, him.
Oh, my bad. So you put holy
But
water on
good to
him.
know.
You put holy water on him?
I put holy water on Baltimore.
Oh yeah, you see as his skin just starts to burn.
Why would you do this?
And then you put alcohol on him, and I mean, it just looks like alcohol on a body.
Oh my god.
I have a hammock.
Are we gonna cocoon this?
I pull it out of the bag. Holding. Can we like
Yes.
put him on here, and then you hold it from one end, and I'll hold it from the other, and we'll like carry him up out of here. Okay.
You're doing what?
We're gonna like roll him on its side, tuck the hammock underneath, and roll him onto it,
Like
and
a
then
stretcher.
carry him up out of the.
Trying to save me.
Yes.
Alright, so do dexterity checks.
Yeah, by the way, I'm only here if you guys can save me, so...
Exactly.
Good luck.
I mean, doesn't...
Gosh darn it.
Can't you revive him?
I just used my level 6 spell.
Oh Jesus! Before we fight.
Actually, natural 20.
All right, so you get him on the hammock, okay?
Okay.
Now you're lifting him.
Rahun, you want to come help me?
He's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
I didn't think so.
I think the faster we get him out of here, the better.
Well, absolutely.
Oh, I have sugar-free cream.
So I'm gonna.
All right, I scoop up Baltimore's body, I click my boot.
No.
I click my boot.
Sure. First, dexterity check.
Before he even tries to do
Yeah.
that, I will stop him.
Sure. How are you gonna stop?
I will literally get in front of him.
All right. So
Both of us. We're
Okay,
like,
yeah.
Stop his
Don't
bones.
touch him. You will further break the bones that are already brittle.
Yes, Jeremy.
Don't touch him. Do not touch him. No. Don't touch him.
Can you just help me lift the side of the thing and we'll get him up the stairs?
Gently, as if it's a feather.
Like right here. Put your hands like right here.
Okay.
So I will also lift.
Sure.
And we're gonna try to make our way back up the stairs.
We're gonna just shimmy the whole way.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man.
All right. So you guys go make a strength check
At this
and
point, you might
dexterity
as well
check.
just both pick him up and put him in my arms gently, and I'll just get us out of here quickly.
I just tried to do that, and his bones are shifting. Don't.
What did you say?
Strength first, dexterity second.
Okay, so natural 20 again on that thing. I swear.
Oh,
Mhm,
that's
okay.
strong, actually. 21 for strength.
Dexterity 10.
7 for strength,
Six.
because I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. 16 for dexterity.
Sure.
Because they're just checks, not savings, right?
Yeah, they're just checks. Yep. What was your dexterity?
21 strength, 16 dexterity.
Cool. So who's on what side?
He's helping me.
I'll take the legs.
Oh.
Sure. So you guys are on the legs.
I'll have the head.
You on the legs?
Or you got, or I should take probably the upper body.
Nope,
honestly.
I got the head.
Okay.
I got a natural 20 on strength.
I got you. You're feeling confident right now. I feel you.
Well, yes.
Oh.
Okay. So you pull it up. So strength, you pull up the body with ease. As you guys are moving slowly toward the stairway. Emerald, you're backing up, and then as you're looking back to look at the stairway to make sure you're going in the right way, your right arm hits the wall, and you kind of jerk like this, and you just hear.
Oh god.
But you make it to the stairs.
All I'm saying is you're breaking more of his bones than I am right now.
So you already have him at the stairway.
So we need to go up.
Now go up the dexterity check, or now make dexterity checks on the way up.
Come back as a person. Easy.
12.
We already are.
If anybody gets a 5 or less, I need to know.
12.
17.
Dexterity 15.
15. All right, you guys get up the stairway, and you
The whole
guys,
time, Sam is just watching. He's just keeping his distance. He's watching.
He's keeping guard.
I'm in the corner just
Well, the funny thing is he could have just done fly and then just helped him up.
Thank
At
you
this
for
point,
your help, Sam.
It's
I
okay.
thought about that. No, I was gonna say something about casting fly, but fly actually states that the person has to be willing, and if he's unconscious, he can't be willing if he's unconscious.
He's not unconscious.
He's conscious.
Oh. No, let's. I'll just.
This is fine.
I'll let y'all do it.
All right, sure. So you guys get all the way to the top, and then you look through the threshold once more at the outside, and you guys have ever seen Stargate?
Yeah.
You know that shadowy mist that's
Yeah.
kind of on the ripple effect right there? That's what it looks like on the door.
Oh, okay. Essentially, it's almost like we're walking through a reflective mirror,
Almost.
So I'm gonna back up towards it.
That, and every time I cast fly, it takes up a fireball.
Save them fireballs.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think
exactly.
he's saying where
That's
the
what I'm
entrance
saying.
is. That's what's happening. So we moved out of it. So we want to go out of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah, okay.
move towards it. Like I see it, I'm like, okay, cool, let's go.
Okay, so you guys go past that door. Good. All right. So for all of those that go out, you guys are all fine. You guys still have. You notice that Baltimore has stopped breathing.
I immediately drop his legs and start doing CPR.
Sure, you dropped his legs too.
Well, no, we like put him down gently.
Demon handling check.
I do.
Huh?
I drop his legs. I don't
So
give a
you
fuck
drop. You're
at this
holding his
point.
legs. You had a big enough strength, so you're fine.
Oh, I'm still holding him.
This is mouth-to-mouth resuscitation now.
So
at this
he's
point.
still like like waist height. So you're gonna try and like blow him in the hammock.
Yeah, I don't give a
down
fuck.
gently. Putting him down gently.
As soon as he's on the ground,
Dexterity checks. What'd you get?
mount him. Breathe, damn it!
You're
19.
Yeah, it would affect it.
Yeah.
Okay. So 16.
16. Okay, so you're. What'd you get?
19.
What'd you get?
For what?
Dexterity.
Oh,
Because you're putting him down, right?
17.
Yep, you guys are fine. You put him down. You start going mouth to mouth with this guy.
Of course, full
You're
on
like-
makeout.
You begin to realize that his body starts changing. You've seen this actually happen before.
I definitely step back.
Yeah, you see as his body starts changing and then it stops. Like
It's just that one long drool, like that's just falling.
you see as like the
Yep, now I got it in your head.
so you see as like 4 more eyes pop up on
Oh
Baltimore.
fuck! He's turning into a spider.
And he has like 2 tentacle like arms that pop out.
Come on.
And his body gets hairy.
Wow,
And
this is
then
such a
you see
weird-
his body actually pump out a little bit and actually develop like a pack and a 6-pack. Now remember, he was frail. And then you see he's still not moving, but like this transformation takes place. And that's about all you see. And you begin to see as you see this chest.
I immediately get your endless rope, tie him up.
Yep, right now. And I pull it out.
We tie him up.
Time up.
Okay. What do we need to make? Any checks or anything for time? No? Okay, yeah, we tie him up.
I'm not about to get killed again.
No, hell no!
What is
Not
He's
not
transforming.
killed. I didn't get killed.
What are you talking
obviously,
about?
but into what?
Into his demon. What do you mean? You've seen this. You
I've
had to
seen
revive
this
Taz.
before?
Yes, you had. Oh my god, this is not the time for you to lose your memory, Emerald. Focus. Demon coming out of Baltimore.
Okay.
Demon coming out of Baltimore. You got it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry.
Bottom line, I mean, that's what's happening, essentially.
Alright, so anyway.
You know it.
So he's wrapped up at the current moment.
Yes, we're currently have him tied up, and we're going to just, like, prop him up, like...
Sure, yeah, you prop him up and he's just...
Is he?
He's looking at us, I'm assuming, right? Fuck.
All 6 eyes.
Fuck.
So I like.
6 eyes.
So I like poke one of them. And I'm like,
Oh my god, why do you
You, like,
poke the
poke
I
bear?
poke him
You
like.
see as it like,
is it
like
you?
blinks as if he's getting poked
Is
in
it-
the
Is
eye.
it? Can I like?
What do you mean? This is clearly
Yeah,
not
like,
him, guys.
What do you want?
I like poke him like, hello. One of the new eyes, not the.
Look, the new eyes.
Any response?
Holy water.
You see as his skin begins to burn.
Not Baltimore.
Well, wanted to welcome back, but he's a demon.
Yeah, so we probably should smack the demon out of this bitch right now.
Does he still have the medallion on?
Smack the demon out of this bitch right now.
I'll roll for it. Oh, make a strength. Make an attack, I guess?
Yeah, what am I doing? Which one? Strength attack?
No, an attack. Like if you're
Okay.
straight up slapping him.
Alright.
Are you holding back at all?
No, not
Sure.
this time
Okay.
because it is. And yeah, so 10?
So yeah, you see is like you go to smack and his face just like stays there.
Okay. Oh.
Yep, definitely.
Oh.
Definitely a demon.
Definitely demon.
I'm convinced now.
I look at
Yeah, you convinced. My hand's broken.
Baltimore, if you are in there, you can control this.
You've responded to Baltimore?
Anything?
Did I respond to
Any
him?
response?
Yeah.
Well, he asked me a question. I was just I don't know.
I am in control.
Okay, cool.
Tell me about Marlesh.
Can I rest first?
Can I rest first? You're hearing both.
What? Hear both?
You're hearing both of these.
Oh,
Both the
perfect.
demons?
No, you're hearing both his voice
Baltimore.
and whatever else.
And
Weird. If it's really you in there, blink once.
Blink once.
Is it all at the same time or like?
Yeah, all 6 of them blink once.
I didn't know if it was like.
The one eye in the far left-hand corner
Yes.
blinks.
Baltimore, is this by choice?
They're helping me save this body.
They're helping me save this body.
Is there any way we can help?
I need to rest.
I need to rest.
Should we heal?
Pull up your pocket tent, dog.
So I throw up my pocket.
How do
tent.
we know your demons aren't going to try and hurt us?
They're under
It happened
control.
before.
They are under control.
All right, but Emerald, can we take him back?
Yeah.
Do you know a place we can take him? Not necessarily your dad. Do
Yeah.
you know a place we can take him?
Oh, what if we took him back to where he was born? That's got to be around here.
That's actually very close. We found that place before we found this place.
Exactly. It should be close by.
Does anybody remember where it's at?
Can I have Corvus scout?
Sure.
You
Corvus is with
remember?
you. Yeah. Wait. No, he's not caught up with you yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, no way.
He's like, this bitch.
All we ever do is teleport without Corvus. That is our MO. Oh, we're teleporting? Alright, see you, Corvus. Hope you catch up to us. They're great monsters, by the way.
I climb a tree.
Sure. Okay, you climb a tree.
Can I
Look
make a
around.
history check to just see if I remember by chance? Heat of the moment. Things
Sure.
are
Make a history
adrenaline.
check. Go for it.
Now, forests are my natural explorer.
7.
Mm-hmm.
Our favorite habitat. I don't know if that helps me at all, but I climb a tree and I want to look around and see if I can remember what general direction that would have been in.
Sure, make a history check.
History check.
What'd you get?
I got nothing. 10.
10?
I got a 7 for my history check, so I'm like, it is.
Yeah, you're looking at it like, eh.
The moss on this rock is
19.
growing.
Yeah, you know that it's. You take a look, say, and you're like, this was that way.
All right. Anybody want to pick him up?
Well, if I pick him up in this form, his face is going to be dragging on the ground.
I'm not like overly large.
Yeah.
But I'm also very short to the ground, so if I
So
throw it
I'll
over my
pick him up.
shoulder, your
Well-
face is going to be on the ground.
Better yet, I think I'm gonna drag him.
Is he still in the hammock
Drag
thing?
him?
Is he still in the hammock
Drag
thing?
him?
No, I'll pick him up.
Is he still in the hammock thing?
Oh no, yeah. Let's just use the hammock. Okay.
Yeah, you guys
You can
prop
always
them
turn
up.
into your
So.
bear form, and we can just put him on your back.
Yeah, do that.
That's true. Or it could just be an eagle.
No, because just be a bear, and we'll walk there.
Okay, I'll be a bear.
So
I-
what's going on? So you're going into a bear. You're becoming a hammock.
To the bear, and then let the bear carry him like a small baby.
Correct. You can help me tie him on.
I got endless rope.
Okay, so So we're tying him to the belly of the bear?
No, we're tying him to like the
Back.
back.
Oh, okay, to the back of the bear. Got it. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, you guys tie him to the bear. I love it. I love it. I want to get him like a wolf one. And
This is why I suggested the bear. This is why I suggested the bear.
So, alright, so he's a bear
get
now.
enough of it.
He's on top. You guys go into the direction, and you do eventually find. I can't remember. You guys eventually do find the little ritual area.
You should stay in the bear form so you can rest on top, rest on you for a while.
Actually,
The sheet. No.
Can I like rig up a camouflage thing?
No, we'll put him in the actual. And like as I'm wait, do I speak in common when I'm in my
No.
state? Yeah, so in my mind I'm like, oh no, we'll just put him in the original dwelling that he was born in, and I'll put up the pocket tent, and the whole time you guys are like, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah, like he's like.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
So I like point to the dwelling and I like take him over to it.
I can just see him like biting the back of his like.
Yeah, I just like
Like
walk
a cub.
over, I kind of shimmy him off, I like bite the
You hear
rope.
just.
Exactly. And I like bite the rope and I pick him up and put him in the dwelling.
Okay. Put him in the dwelling.
I'm in the pocket tent now.
Oh yeah.
How would you get the
Where am
pocket
I?
tent out?
I'm just trying to figure out where I am.
No,
My
you're
pocket tent
just-
or
you're
I'm
just-
Yeah, he's just sitting there in the middle of the.
Laying,
tied up in a hammock.
tied up in a hammock. Yep.
Cool.
Oh yeah. You could just tie the hammock up to it.
Yeah, we just tie the hammock up at this point.
And he's still like wrapped up in the rope. So.
Just in case.
Well, I mean, there's no two trees in between this, like.
We put him in between
Which way,
two
yeah.
houses.
So then he would be on the outside.
There's got to be a
exposed.
post of a broken down house.
Whatever you guys want to do, guys.
Well, I left him in the dwelling, so they can do whatever they want.
I don't know what to do at this point either.
Rar,
So,
rar, rar.
I start giving him food. Like, I keep Baltimore bounded up, but I start feeding him like rations. Give him some water, not holy water.
I don't think I would be able to chew the actual food. So when you would go to hand me the food, I would just keep my mouth shut. But if you went to go give me water, I would attempt to drink.
You see his like mouth, like,
Okay, I give him the water at least.
and you'd like pour it, and like you see he's trying to like swallow. And he's like, but the majority of it's just like hot. I mean, he's getting very little, but you can see it's just kind of.
What
falling
time of
out.
day?
Oh,
What time of day is it?
Huh?
What time of day is it?
You guys left in the morning, and you guys got there fairly quickly, about midday. So I'd say maybe about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
We should rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn back into my normal self, and then I'm gonna say we should rest because then I can heal him
Okay.
properly.
Oh, there you go. That's smart.
Yes, I have information for
I have
everyone,
information for
but I
everyone
must rest.
that I must rest.
So I need like what minimum 8?
Yeah.
You need more than everybody else.
No, I need a.
You're the only one.
I always need a.
Do I need? Oh, do I need 6 then? Because I'm half elf.
How much do you
No.
need?
You need 8.
Still need it.
You do? Hmm.
That's you got the human side of that.
Oh.
That deal.
Yeah, that sucks.
So yeah, pretty much. So I think we should post up here for the evening, heal him, and then find out what he knows.
Do you rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam? During this time, do you want to go scout out more of the tunnel and stuff?
No.
Why?
Nobody goes down there
Yes.
by themselves.
That's why I'm saying. me and
Not
Sam
without
will
the
go
entire
together.
group.
So with everybody
I
agreeing
just want to observe what the gnomes
within the structure that we're at, and everybody like agreeing that we're going to
That was
rest.
the wrong yes. Wrong yes. I was saying yes to you calling my name.
No worries.
With everybody like me hearing that everyone's going to agree to rest. My forward eyes are going to close.
Okay. You
So the
notice-
side ones are still open?
Correct.
Gross.
Weird.
And like they blink not
Yeah, no.
simultaneously. They're like.
Yeah, spider eyes is gross.
So anyway,
Mute yourself, Jeremy.
yeah. So you see as his eyes close. You rest.
Yes.
You rest. You rest. Sure, everybody goes to sleep.
No,
No,
not sleeping.
no. I don't need to.
Not sleeping.
All right, sounds good. So Sam, are you going to sleep? No.
I'll stay at first. Everybody else can go to sleep.
No,
I'll leave
I'm
you.
not. I'm
no,
like.
I'm not going to sleep.
All right, sounds good.
Me and the chicken are gonna play fetch throughout the night.
Sure.
I'm idly resting,
Okay.
but I don't need to sleep in order to like.
Correct. You can be awake
Okay.
and just do
All right,
no.
that's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So you guys all rest for 8 hours, is okay, or however long you want to do it. Switch out your spells if you'd like. Go. All right. So you've gotten 8 hours of sleep.
So does that mean we all wake up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast heal on him.
Okay.
Do I feel that my jaw is kind of
Level 6.
better?
Level 6.
He gains 70 hit points.
I don't know where my hit points.
Okay. Says it also ends any blindness, deafness, and any disease affecting the target.
Cool. You still see that he's in his form. But you do see as he begins to heal up, and you notice that he's more exhausted than anything.
Tired. Like it's gonna take another night. Or 2. Or 1,000,000.
Or make a
like-
history check.
Okay, yeah.
Or no, make a medicine check.
Even better. Uh, 21.
You know restoration spells would help this.
Well, then at level 5, I will cast Greater Restoration.
Fuck, I didn't know you had that.
We're level
Yeah.
11 now, dog.
I know.
Get
Good.
big!
That's fine though. That's good. I'm glad that that's a thing. I just want to make sure that I do this right.
Yeah.
Well played,
Ha! I think
Are you
did
level
some-
one?
druids.
Like I don't know if I lost stuff. I know basic things right now.
You know your name.
Yeah,
Okay, here we
and
go.
that I can't eat food. But I appreciate the thought.
I'm sure you can. I just want to throw you with that.
All right, cool. Do you have diamond dust that's worth 100 gold pieces?
I think I would have asked Cass for her diamond tip and ground it up in my mortar and pestle, as I've done before. I've definitely used her diamond tip before for this.
I think we did do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually did get components too.
What's that?
You did get components. You asked for me. You asked for components, and I told you that you would have this.
Components.
Yeah,
You have a
when we went
component
shopping.
pouch. When you went shopping, you
Ah,
bought pouches
correct.
full of components, and I told
Yes.
you, yeah. Besides looking at it, I'll tell you if you have it. So yes, you would have this.
Wonderful.
I
forgot.
Your exhaustion level goes down for you sleeping, and then 2 more for the restoration.
Sure.
Your bones come back together for the most part. So yeah, you would be able to do it. You have what? 2 left? 2, 3 left. You have 2. Yeah, 2 left. Okay. All right.
To what left?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, yeah.
So I look and I'm like, are you good? You need more restoration?
So I go to stand up,
And I like get close to him in fear that he's gonna like crumble.
and I mean I would probably definitely like lose my balance and fall.
You go to lose your balance, and one of those technical arms just like props yourself.
And I'm like, oh, whoa, all right, okay, that's what we're doing.
And then I just kind of like rebalance myself, and I just say, I kind of like look at all of you, and I definitely like.
As he stands
What
up,
do you have
know-
to say about
as he stands up, you notice that the form begins to recede, and you see his actual body take form. However,
Thank
he's
God.
still frail. He's still malnourished. He does not look like the Baltimore you once knew.
Could I have some of that food now, please?
I just dump it all, just throw it at you.
So I just kind of like sit down, and like Indian style, and just like very slowly start eating, and like with the first bite, like it's just one of those faces of like, this is the most delicious thing that I've ever had, type of face, and I just like chew very slowly and savoring.
Wait, I'm sorry, that's the dead, never mind, that's definitely the rations.
Just let him eat it.
After 40 years, anything tastes good.
40 years?
Jesus.
It's been 40 years.
For me,
76 years.
you all look just like how I remembered you.
Where have you been? And why is your beard bigger than mine?
That's the important
That's
part.
what you care about.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
I am the old one of this group. You need to shave.
Because I've been in the plane of change the whole time.
So you were bleeding that whole time.
Every single day.
We
Knew that was
saw
your blood.
the chains in the room in the basement. They were bleeding.
I told you they were his.
And
Yes, I had asked Marlesh to try to send you all a signal that I was still alive, hoping that you all would come to save me.
Well, we didn't do it. Lydia did.
well,
You can thank her.
Well,
But I never gave up hope. I even went silent for a little bit there.
we did tell Lydia that something was wrong. She wouldn't have known.
it's definitely a sign. We just didn't know what type of sign.
We thought maybe it was, or I thought maybe it was Marlesh because you were his last follower, and then when you died,
We definitely thought
didn't know what
Marlesh
to
was
make
just
of
dying.
it. We knew something was wrong, but
So why there, of all places?
When I fell off the cliff, Marlesh used the last little bit of power that he had at the time to stop my fall to death and pull me to that plane.
I knew you hadn't been on this plane. I looked for you. But it was a big mountain. A lot of snow.
Does anybody happen to have any spare clothes?
I'm sure I have something in this bag.
I
Yeah,
got my
me.
one loincloth, man.
I'll pull some. I'm sure I've got something in the bag.
I give him
of
my cloak of magic missile.
So I just like slowly drape it on, like being frail, and just kind of cover myself up.
And the leather armor that I have.
I'll just use the cloak for now because I don't want to fight putting on leather armor. That's just a simple.
It's more for warmth.
Yeah, we got a bunch of furs.
So, you said you had something to tell us.
Yes. I saw Marlesh a handful of times while I was there.
How is he doing, my old friend?
Well, what I suffered for 40 years, he's been suffering for what seems like a millennia.
Fair.
But in the time that I saw him, revelations were exchanged. I only got to see him for moments over the course of several years. There is... I have seen, in theory, what Trixie plans to do. And I know what I must do to
try and stop her, and I need all of your help to do it. But in order for you all to be able to help me, I must first help you acquire the things that need to be done. The first thing is that, Emerald, we must regain your tree. We must allow the land to prosper again.
Agreed.
Rahun, we must go to your land and reunite the people. But not just unite your people, but also the Great Barrier.
Okay.
Cass, we must find your father. But that'll be later.
And Atreya's sister. Hopefully.
What if he doesn't want to be found?
We can cross that bridge when it comes.
Is it a livable bridge? Like an actual...
I don't know. But what I have seen, that what we need to do is we need to be able to unite all of the races, all the realms of this continent, all the people under one banner in order to go against Trixie. And at the front of this alliance, I saw all of us there. Even you as well, Sam.
That's great, but we can't even get a discount in the city that we saved from a horde of goblins. How are we supposed to unite all the realms?
Seems a rather daunting task.
In due time.
I'm talking like we couldn't even get like 2% off of our deals there, and we're the saviors.
But we were also the ones that we were, 7 or 8 of us to defend a town, and we thought about it.
It's true.
If you even want to go farther back, we were 4 in, what's the name of that place? The very first one. When we fought the first
Zombie
horde,
town. Yeah, the zombie town.
Oh, yes.
there was only 4 of us then, and
I'm not. Well, no, I definitely think we can kick anything's ass. I'm just saying I don't know if we can convince people to follow us.
When faced with imminent doom, people will do surprising things.
That's sure. Seeing is believing, I guess, right?
we will make them all see, and they will believe in us. And as they believe in us, they will believe in themselves to be able to put aside their differences and unite together under one banner for one common cause, for one moment in time, for the salvation of this entire plane, and potentially the planes to come.
That's some poetic shit, dog.
So when did you become such a
Mike,
visionary?
Like, that is some poetic. You know what? I'm on board. Let's do it. Let's go.
Poetic justice.
Well,
But first, we gotta save that tree.
We're here to restore Emerald's tree, save Little Leaf, get my panther, who doesn't trust me.
I don't trust.
Once we defeat Boschba, the panther's gonna know that he's on the wrong side.
Or it's gonna spite you for the rest of its life for killing its mother.
Hey.
I must ask one favor. Is there any way we could go back to town for just a couple of days?
How?
Do you need something?
Yo, Corvus is gonna be pissed.
What do you need from town?
Which town?
Our town?
Like the mansion?
Yes.
What do you need?
Perhaps some armor and weapons and something that's not just this cloak. And I mean, I've gone 40 years without food or water or any part of training. My body would not be able to help any of you in the fight there.
What did we all bring? We brought stuff.
Not expecting this. That's for sure.
Wait.
We weren't like, you know what? Let's buy a plate mail.
Wait, no. What about the plate mail that we found when we fought the dragon? No, we still have that.
The walking plate mail?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, we can't put that on him
Why not?
because it walks by itself.
He could put it on. He might assume some of the.
It literally is like, imagine there's an invisible person already inside the armor set.
He's already got an invisible person inside of him. How's it any different? Yes, we'd be adding a personality, but what's an additional 1 to 3?
I don't think you're understanding. We couldn't take it apart to put it on him. It's literally magically sealed together, dog.
You're a blacksmith. Why can't you make them one?
I definitely could. It would just take me more than a day or two. It'd take me probably like a month to make a whole fucking armor set.
Well, if we must go back.
Yo, Corvus is gonna be so mad. He's fine here. Now we're gonna turn back.
I mean, do you have
he's gotta have caught it by now, no? We slept.
you have a specific set of armor
Still
that you're...
We waited 8 hours. That's about it.
Do you have a specific set of armor that you're hoping to get or use? Or...
I mean, something close to what I used to be able to wield would be preferred, but I understand if we do not have the funds to procure that.
Oh, I don't think...
I mean, we got some shit that's probably in
Yeah.
the artifact stuff.
I don't think that we're worried about the funds more, say, but the time.
And we don't know. Might be a big pile of gold at the end of this tunnel.
We found a lot of gold when we fought the dragon.
Yes, Marlish told me that you all succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first time I was happy for you all in about 10 years when he told me.
Well, this is getting depressing, so let's figure out if we're going back to town or not. I say yay.
If we do, then we need to rest for another night so that tomorrow we can travel.
I do not, shoot. I don't think Sam has a mass teleportation.
No.
I think he only has a vision.
We would just need to wind walk again.
Okay. What level is it?
6. I've already used those.
Wait, I thought we just rested for 8 hours.
He used
Yes, and
restoration.
it's 10 o'clock at night,
You are correct.
so we need to sleep through the night so that we can travel again tomorrow. Hopefully
Okay.
by then Corvus will be here.
Okay. Oh, look. Here's Corvus.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, you see.
Alright, cool. Good time to take a break. It's about 10, 5 after.
Sure. If you want to take a break, we can take a break. We'll take a small, quick break, just use the restroom, get some more coffee, things like that. I'll be back. And just run the train.
right.
All right,
I
good.
feel like yes. Oh, okay. Hello and welcome back. Sorry, I have cheese in my mouth.
I should have gave you more of a countdown.
Yeah,
Sorry.
don't
Yeah, it's okay. So anyway, just hopping right back in it. So all of you guys are
Resting.
or you guys decided to go back to the mansion first, or
Yes.
oh, you're resting because you want to get okay.
'Cause
So
we
you guys
want
all
to-
rest again. You get another point back. Oh, so you're at that one, and then you gaseous form or windwalk.
Yes.
Okay. Corvus overhears some stuff and he just starts flying back. Like,
No.
without-
I would turn him into the gaseous form.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Alright, cool.
Yeah. The question is, would he be willing? He's probably like, fuck yeah, I ain't doing this shit again. Like,
It's like, my wings.
Right? I bet he was just as tired, like, coming here, and he was just laying up next to you, just, like, relaxing.
So to help
and
speed
stuff.
up some time, you guys all get to the mansion safely. Some of the people like looking at you like you just left.
Surprise!
But you guys are all
We
back.
just, like, present
Everybody is like,
Baltimore back.
Everybody's, excited to see you. Duenna get some food ready, get going. She's like making a banquet.
How long does it take us to get there?
Yeah.
What time do we get there?
I don't know what that was. It took us
I
about
don't know. Are you in the like? Do you need to be there by a certain time?
No, I'm just curious as to what time of day it is.
I don't want to miss bubble time.
Say about half a day.
Sure.
So, but noon, we're there.
Sure. We'll say noon.
Yeah.
So you guys all get back.
You're not wrong.
I don't
Now, are you guys resting or what?
Well, he wants to go shopping.
I'm going to look in on the tutoring and stuff and see what's going on. Try and stealth my way. Hey, can you hit me with that pass without trace
Sure.
junk stuff? Cool. And I will go and stealth and try and find where they're being tutored and just listen in like a fly on the wall.
Sure. So you're like you go up to the door, and you put your ears to like you kind of like listen in, and you hear that like they're going over numbers, and you hear as like there's it's Leroy being taught, and he's like, oh yeah, like I know that number, and she's like, okay, like she's like, how do you know numbers so well? And he just kind of like he's like, nothing. Like, don't worry about it. I'm cool. What was your number, by the way?
33 for stealth.
33. Okay. So you just hear him go back and forth, like she's trying to badger him on like trying to get out this information. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
That's my boy. That's my boy. Alright, cool, I'll leave it. How's the little one doing?
you don't see her.
I don't see her? She's
Yeah,
not-
you don't hear her either.
Okay, I go look for her.
Sure. You find her out with the other girl, Rose.
Okay, cool. So it's just probably not her turn for tutoring and stuff, but I'll figure it out.
Sure.
Okay, cool. That's all I needed to check real quick. So
Sure.
I go into the kitchen and I grub on down with
Sure.
with Balti.
So actually, the first thing as soon as we get back is I'm going to walk inside and go straight to the bathroom, like the actual bathroom,
Yeah.
to bathe and
Yeah.
clean myself up.
Sure.
I'll probably be in there for like an hour or two because this is the first time in 40 years that I can have like a hot bath. Sure.
So you guys, I'm trying to help speed up time, so that way you guys do whatever you need to do. Just tell me what you're doing, and that way we can speed that up.
I'm doing alchemy in my alchemy lab. I'm
Sure.
gonna make more potions.
Sure.
I'll go try and find stuff that he needs, like weapons, like stuff that we have in the mansion that could be useful.
What you got?
I'm not sure.
Alright, so you figure that out. Alright, so you guys have all checked on, you've made your potions, make a d4. Roll a d4.
I would probably ask Dewin, that's her name, right?
Duenna?
Duenna.
Dewinna, if she could help me shave
Yeah.
And
sure.
like clean myself up.
She helps you.
3.
3. So you make 3 regular potions.
3 regular potions?
Mhm.
Does that include like the ones that I made last time?
No, you said you were making potions.
Yeah.
So you made 3.
Greater healing?
No, 3 regular potions. You said I'm making potions. You didn't say greater potions. You didn't say supreme. You said potions.
So what potions are there?
Regular healing potions, unless you wanted them to be something else.
Yeah, I would have been making greater healing potions. That was the whole point.
Okay, so you can make 1.
Okay.
There you go.
I'll add it to
Okay. So you guys, are you resting after that, or
No, I'm gonna eat.
Okay, so you're eating.
So
you
after
guys
I'm
are eating.
cleaned up, and I'll get rid of my beard.
I'm just gonna ask the group, how long are we gonna be here for?
Hopefully, just a day or 2, at the maximum. I don't want to hold anyone up. I just want to make sure that I can better assist you all in the trials that is to come.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say I'll be back by this time tomorrow. Everybody okay with that?
Okay.
All right. Then I'm gonna walk down to the basement, and I'm gonna teleport away.
Where are you teleporting to?
Well, remember when we were talking about the me doing all the studying? I want to go to somewhere I haven't been yet.
Okay, well, teleport specifies that you have. Are you taking the teleportation circle?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. And you actually have
Sorry,
that.
That was my fault.
You're not using the scrolls anymore. You actually have the spell, right?
I have the actual spell.
Okay. Where exactly are you looking to try and go to?
I mean, just to kind of broaden my knowledge on dragons, to try and learn a little bit more about my heritage. So I guess I'll either go back to Arcadia or I'll go to somewhere like that I would assume I could learn that knowledge from.
Well, the only place that you would know is Arcadia for sure.
Right.
If you're trying to like figure out where you're from, I mean, you can teleport back to where you're from, but you know you're not welcome there.
Worcester. That was the
I
name
know.
of the place.
Well, no. I mean, I studied in Arcadia for a while. I was hoping that maybe I could remember somebody mentioning something.
About where you grew up?
Like where they think that I would have or originated from.
Yeah. I mean, you would have known that you would have came from south, but you would have also remembered, or you would have found out that
I meant my genetics, my lineage, like who I am. Not the stuff I already know. I'm talking about the stuff that I don't know about.
Oh no, they wouldn't know any of that.
That's not everybody.
The only one that would know that kind of stuff would be the people that you came with, but one of them died and the other one didn't really know.
Right. Well then, I guess to Arcadia to study for 24 hours and come back.
Okay. Those things can break.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright.
Yes.
I didn't even know.
So you guys do stuff for 24 hours?
Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I just work on stuff in my forge.
Sure.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make that so complicated.
No, you're fine.
So after eating, I would probably go in. Actually, I would just ask if we could possibly go into town, if that's possible.
Where's my pencil?
If we could possibly go into town
Yeah.
to pick up some things,
Sure.
if it's not too much trouble.
Okay. So you guys go into town. I'm not trying to make this hard on anybody here, so.
So I'd look around for like a standard plate mail, nothing extravagant. Maybe like a sword and shield. Basically what I was initially had. So like a standard, and when I say standard, I mean like not subpar. I mean like adequate stuff with no magical enchantment that's on it.
Sure. Yeah, you find plate mail, you find sword, you find a shield.
So it'd be plate mail, sword, shield, and then a hammer, a war hammer.
Sure.
Question: Don't you look a little bit different now? Like you're not actually human anymore.
He went back to his regular.
He reverted back to his human form.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm still like.
He's still
thin.
very frail and thin, so he doesn't fill out his armor. It's
I still have the strength to stand in it.
correct.
But you would still see that I'm not struggling, but I'm not to the point of where we once were, or where I once were before.
Altogether, it'd probably run you about 5,000 gold.
Really? Wow. I'm sorry.
Just get what you need to get Baltimore.
And then I would probably stop by Finn and Gloria's.
Sure.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
Is either of them there?
Oh, can I like
Nope.
forewarn you? Finn was like hysterical.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, have fun with that.
So then the gnome is just there.
The halfling.
The halfling, yeah. Thank you. I'll just leave a note for Finn and Gloria, just saying, I'm back, Baltimore,
Very well.
and just leave that with him. And I would also write another note, and I would I would ask somebody to show me, because I know that I would not remember where the house was, where the man with no name that works for us is.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I wouldn't remember where that would be specifically. If anybody do you guys know where that is?
Yeah.
So I would just write a note. I'd write 2 notes. One would be just a note inside of like a letter or whatever, folded up, and then another note that kind of encompasses it. So like a letter inside of a letter type of thing, and just say in the first or the encompassing one would just say, "Please get this to Lydia." And then the other note.
I just thought about this, but did it dawn on you that Atreya's not with us?
She's with the dragon.
You know that.
Marla told me.
Okay.
I would not be in this city because I have a head out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm back at the mansion.
Sure.
If he wasn't even there, I would just like slide it underneath the door. And I wouldn't divulge what was in the initial letter to her. And then that would just kind of be it for me. Okay, we can go. I appreciate your help in helping me get this stuff.
Not a problem.
Okay. So I guess we go back then.
I was at the
Sure.
Oh, you weren't there, so it's just you and me.
Mhm.
You're not there.
Nope.
Okay, so it's just you and me. Sorry, I thought you were with us too.
Do
Okay.
you have
I was
everything
making.
you need?
I've been making potions the entire time.
You can make another
I don't want to use gold
Make
that I
another
did not
grader.
earn,
Another great.
so I believe that this will suffice until I can pay off this debt first.
Is there anything else that you need?
No.
Is there anything else that you want?
Not at this time.
Okay. If you're ready to go back then.
Might stop by like one magic shop just to see if there's like any healing magical item that's there.
Sure, man. It's a magical shop. There's healing stuff there.
What would be there?
Like basic health potions. There'd be
Not potions, like an actual magical item that would either allow me to regenerate or give out healing or something like that. Like something that a cleric would use.
No huge like auto heals or anything. You do find one that it raises your maximum HP, essentially, for lack of a better.
How much is that?
Well, they have 2 of them. One's gonna be 3,000. The other one's gonna be about 20,000.
What is the difference between them?
One gives you 50 HP. The other one gives you 200.
Do they do they require attunement?
Yes.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm. But the 20,000 one, it does have like a little note, like like they all have like little like the name of it and then what it does, but it says cursed item.
But the 3,000 one doesn't have that.
Correct. The 3,000 one doesn't. Better boost your HP by 50.
But I get the 3,000. So I'll buy the 3,000 one.
Yeah. You got it. You just put amulet of health.
Okay. I remember. So I guess that's it. We'll head back.
I'm gonna write this on too so you can keep track.
Alright.
And then when we would get back to the establishment, I would probably. Well, I definitely thank you for coming with me and helping out. And kind of like in the midst of us talking, I feel like I would kind of see the Temple of Marlesh and kind of just stare off for a minute and just kind of stare at it. And then eventually just kind of turn and then walk inside.
Inside what?
Yeah, inside the house.
The house?
Yeah.
How did Lydia find you?
I honestly don't know.
She just showed up in the plane of chains?
Yes. She, one minute she wasn't there, and the next second she was. And she was speaking an arcane language that I'm very much so unfamiliar with, and all of a sudden the chains that were on me began to break from their suspended place, and seemed as if a rift opened, and she just grabbed me and started pulling me through.
I think she always had a suspicion that she could find you, that you weren't really gone. She came looking for you right after, to follow up on your date right after we got back.
I wonder if she'll still be wanting a date with somebody who's 40 years older than her.
Hopefully. Well, anyway,
Wouldn't be
I'm glad she
surprised.
followed up with it, because obviously she could find you when we couldn't figure it out, so.
Can I make another potion?
Well, I'm back, so that's all that matters.
So you guys all get back to the mansion. You guys are all there. Sam, you come back.
Yep.
Jareth, Forager at the alchemy. You guys all meet up. You guys are free to do. You guys are all together.
Right. I'm gonna follow y'all because I gotta step outside for the food now.
In that case, if we're still we're still chilling here for a little bit.
Well, it's nighttime, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I would.
Is that at least like just for the night?
Well, I mean, if we got back at noon, did a couple of things, then we traveled, and then we traveled back. Yeah.
Okay. I go spar with Navarth.
Sure. You want to roll this out, or you want to know? You just want to know how that goes out, or?
I mean, I'm always down to at least make the rolls. We don't have to role play it. I'm down to make the rolls and see how well I do this time.
Sure. Make 3 rolls.
Not good. Not good. Wow. Okay. First 2. What am I adding?
Nothing.
Nothing. First 2 are 3s.
Gotcha.
Last one's 19.
All right. Cool.
Let me know how to get my ass kicked.
You're like, all right, let's do this, and you like go to do it, and she's literally just like one-handed, and she's like, do you get
Gotten
weaker?
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then you go to strike with your left, and you see an opening real quick, so you go to jab, and then she catches it, and she's like, okay, that was nice.
Okay. Cool.
And then she's like, I don't know exactly what to tell you, but we will spar another time.
Don't tell me shit. Just hit me. And I just fucking walk away.
Okay.
I'll know what you mean by the punch in my face.
Yeah. Man, she doesn't attack you this time. She's too worried that she was gonna knock you out.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally glad that she didn't, but yeah.
Alright. So you guys all rest. We'll just say that.
I'm gonna spend enough time to make another potion and
Sure.
then I'll rest.
I'll go talk to the tutor.
Sure.
But I'm gonna make a rage potion.
Rage?
So when we get back,
Is that in here,
and
I
after
assume?
our
It should be. It
Counter,
should be in Grom's Guide to Potion Brewing.
What page?
Page number.
Oh, there's only a few.
Yep, page number 4. Bottom right.
I don't have that. Bottom right, it says Patron.
Go one page more. No, before. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all I got is Patron.
No, the one before it.
Pargan?
What's that?
Night Call.
Yep, that one.
Oh, okay.
That's the ingredient.
Oh, Potion Rage. I see what you're saying. Okay.
But so after when we get back from our encounter, I'd probably eat something again.
Sure.
And then I'd
Lit.
probably say, okay, I'm gonna go rest some more. And thank you for everything. Good night.
Yeah, I'm glad you're back.
As am I. And I'll actually walk upstairs to my room.
So you go upstairs to your room. You lay down.
Mm-hmm.
So you go lay down.
Would I pass you at some point?
Depends on where the tutor is.
She's upstairs.
But depends on like where upstairs, so I guess.
Well, it's just like one long hallway really
Yeah.
to the room, so I
Okay,
probably.
yeah.
I'm good
So
at that.
I would just pass you and just kind of like put my hand on.
I
You
just
go to bed.
immediately start sucking
No,
your
I'm
dick.
gonna ask. Well, yes, but I'm gonna ask Tracy
Suck
if she wouldn't mind
Go ahead.
spending the night with us.
See, I don't know if I even have the strength to try to push you off right now. So
Go ahead.
I just put my hand on your shoulder and
Spend the
just
night
kind of
with
like give you a nod, and I'm gonna go rest.
I turn to you
She
as
says
my
that.
face is just black
Nope.
and blue from
She
the
says
bar.
yeah.
Just
Oh, okay.
kicking my ass a second ago. Hey, what's up?
I'm gonna go rest in my room. I'll see you in the morning. Good to be back. And I'll turn and I'll continue to walk to my room.
Tears as he just walks away. I wipe him off.
Okay.
Let the kids see me like this.
Yeah, exactly. I go find the tutor.
You walk into your room as if everything's pristine the way you left it, because you never go in there. But you finally get into your bed, and for the first time, you feel like a sense of relief, but almost you begin to have episodes of almost like PTSD.
Yeah.
And you're trying to figure out if this is real. You almost get worried, like if you pass out, are you gonna wake back up in the plane of chains? That kind of thing.
knock at the door.
I would say that after all that time, I would probably be super uncomfortable now laying in plate mail, and I would eventually get up and take everything off because I'm no longer used to that, and then go lay back in bed.
Sure. So you lay down. Give me 1 second. So you go over to the tutor.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of sees you at the door. She's like, "Oh, Rahun," and she like you see her. She like straightens up her, and then she. Hello.
Hi. How's everything going?
Very well. He's been doing awesome. He excels in mathematics, and she excels in geology or geography.
What the fuck is geography?
Layouts of terrain, different maps.
Oh, cool. Oh, no, that's awesome. That's what that's called? I just always thought, like, I just liked putting my hand against the wall, and it was nice.
Yep. And
just
you
tell
see
it
like a
was
map
nice.
like against the wall, and she's like, yeah, the different terrains and different ones. She's very well in that.
Nice. Cool. We'll actually have something in common then. So something I need to tell you about the boy.
Sure.
He's got a very unique gift.
Okay.
Where this mathematics you speak of, I'm assuming that's numbers.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's really good at that.
Very well. Very unnaturally, almost.
I wouldn't
street.
Don't push him. Don't push him on that.
Oh, I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not the best for nothing.
I want to give him a little more incentive to do good. I'm going to start putting little bits of coin around the mansion for him. If he does good, you tell him he's allowed to run on a scavenger hunt and find one of those rewards and keep that reward. Okay?
Okay.
Then after that, don't ask what he does with it. Just
Okay.
let him. Okay? Cool.
No problem.
But a little something that might be a little fun, to give him a little break.
Cool.
Gets a little
Little positive reinforcement.
Yeah, exactly. And
Absolutely.
then for the girl, what do girls like?
Shopping.
Flowers?
A girl her age probably is not into flowers.
Teddy bears?
Maybe.
Stuffed animals?
Possibly.
Is he a dad now?
Okay, then for her, if she does good, I'll start. Let me know, and I'll start bringing her little stuffed animals or something, and start giving her that as her reward for being on top of her studies and stuff like that. That cool with you?
Absolutely.
I'll let Duenna know to add it to the regular shopping, so that way she's picking up a regular. Okay?
Yeah, we'll do.
Awesome. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you. It's good to have you back.
Thanks. Baltimore's back. You've never met him. You should meet him. He might be a little weird right now.
Okay.
Just give him his space, but he's a cleric.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night. Bye.
Have a good night.
Walk away.
Okay. You walk away. You see as Tracy is past your door, and you see her as she's at Baltimore's door.
Hey, I wouldn't do that.
You don't pay me.
I wouldn't do that. I'm just okay.
But I hear it.
Yeah.
So I would immediately, hearing the knock and understanding the environment, or not understanding entirely, especially as you said, as I'm trying to fall back in and out, I would probably grab the sword, and then I would go and creak the door open, but I'd have the sword kind of in a visible.
You see, it's Tracy, right? Okay, Tracy in her nightgown, and it's the silk that's partial see-through, and she just looks at you. She's like, "Hey, how are you? I'm here to keep you company, just for your own pleasure, if you will."
I appreciate the offer, but I prefer to be alone tonight.
That's fine. You can be alone in bed. I can just stay in the room if you like.
That's okay. Maybe another night though.
How about tonight? 'Cause I'm
Jesus Christ.
I really just want to spend time with you.
I insight check her from afar.
Mind you, before this, I would have said to her, "Do not accept."
I know. That's exactly. I know. That's exactly.
I'm not going back to my room.
I know that's completely do I know what this is now Emerald's doing when I insight?
Make an insight check.
Well, you would probably get that under the fact of her saying you don't pay me.
13.
You can get the idea that it's probably Emerald. Yeah.
Okay.
You definitely know that there's something behind it right now, but you're just.
Yeah, no, I was more of just inclined, was she being truthful that she really wanted to be because she cared about you secretly.
And you see Leroy as he comes up the stairs and you see
no, I walk him down the stairs. I walk him back down the stairs. I don't care. Nope. We're gonna learn some forgery.
Cool.
So actually, I'm gonna incite her.
Sure.
But I want to know if she's real.
Sure. Real as in a real person?
If this is a real scenario that's happening right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Because I can't
Sure.
entirely, discern the two.
Cool.
That's not that good. 14.
14. Yeah, it's a real scenario right now.
Oh man. Oh. Great time for a natural one.
With that, would I know if it was Emerald's doing?
No.
No. Okay.
She said, even if you want me to just kind of help you relax, like I do do a little masseusing on the side. I can help. You just seem tense and
well, I've been dying over and over again for the past 40 years every day. So
I'm sorry.
You're not gonna go away, are you?
And she's just kind of like.
So I just lean back and I just open the door to let her in. Sure. Is there anybody else in the hallway?
No.
Okay.
No,
you
you
look.
look. Yeah, you look.
Nope.
And so she kind of comes in and she kind of looks back at the hallway as she kind of closes the door.
I'll just say, I'm trying to remember like the layout of my room. Did I have a couch in there? I don't remember. I don't think I did.
Did you have a restroom?
Yeah, all the rooms have their own bathroom.
That's what I thought. She says, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick if I could.
Okay.
She goes to the restroom.
I will, I'll,
Cass, what are you doing real quick? Give me a second.
Yeah.
Resting?
Resting. So you go sleep. You see it. Corvus is there. And you see owls also in your owlery.
I definitely take Leroy down to my forge and get him
What was
off
that?
of that. All of that. Get that out of his mind. Work it out of him.
And he's like, what's that? What's that?
Nothing. But I'm also kind of like peeking back, like trying to get like.
You're like doing a double take. You're like,
did you go in? Did you go in? Did you go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably just end up just laying in bed and trying to. Actually, I'll ask her if she could just. Like,
she's in the bathroom right now.
No, when she comes out.
Oh, okay.
If like I don't want anything done, if she could just like sing like a light tune to help me sleep.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
So you resting? You're going down to the forge, doing forge stuff.
Yeah, to get Leroy distracted.
Emerald.
I'm also preparing for bed, just kind of like gathering all my things to get traveled again.
All right. So you go. All right, Baltimore. So you see as she comes out, gown no longer on. She has just the like a see-through kimono.
Okay.
Like a long ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, "What can I do to help you?"
If you could just help sing me to sleep if you know something.
Sure. She does. And she sings something in a foreign language. You don't know.
Yeah.
And she actually sings very well with a natural 20.
Perfect.
So she's like, it's like the perfect
Yeah.
vocal, like tone, sound,
Timbre, range.
rhythm, like everything like you could possibly imagine is like on point.
Gotcha.
And she just like as you lay down in bed, I assume you're laying down in bed.
Yeah. And I'll leave room for her to.
She just sits. She doesn't even lay down. She just sits and make an insight check.
17.
17, that's good enough. You don't know what the language is, nor do you, and everything seems perfect, but you can't help notice that as she's singing from a place of a memory and with a hint of sorrow.
Okay.
But it almost has like this motherly sound.
Okay.
And as you lay down, you like she puts her hand like on your shoulder and she's just kind of like rubbing, like doing like just comforting. So that's that for her.
I would say that I would probably also, just at the fact of now I'm no longer restrained, I would probably feel uncomfortable also, and I'd probably begin to try to like roll and like cocoon myself.
Sure.
In,
Ball up.
Yeah, to try to like feel that restraint again. Sure. To try to, you know, because that's what I'm used to. So.
Okay.
And then she wraps herself around you for support. No, I'm just kidding.
So yeah, and I'll just drift off.
Okay, so you drift off. Everybody sleeping?
I'll work Leroy until he's tired. I will go tuck him in, and then I use another couple hours to start the scavenger hunt for him, and I start leaving jewels and emeralds from my pile that I have and stuff to just start leaving a few here and there. And is Duenna still awake?
Yes. She's always the last person.
Cool. I let her know. I tell her about the scavenger hunt. I say she's allowed to help him out and give him hints, but don't tell him where they are, and don't let any of the other employees or anybody else take them, because they are meant for a reward for him doing his schoolwork and studies and stuff.
Very well.
Cool. And then I'll go to sleep after that.
There you go. Everybody's asleep. You doing stuff now or no? Alright. So, after some time, you hear she's just kind of humming at this point, but you can tell she's kind of drifted off.
Okay. So I'm consciously knowing that I've drifted off now, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I will begin my walk and eventually find the table, and I will pull my chair out and I will just sit down with like a very composed etiquette kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And I will look at the other two sitting there.
Well, right now they're just empty chairs.
Okay, then I'll wait.
And as a little bit time goes by, as you hear the familiar, as you see, wrong one. There we go. You see as both of them take their respective chairs. And they're still massive compared to you. But they're there.
So I believe that a congratulation is in order for all of us for getting out of there alive.
Indeed. And Bob's like, so when is it?
Patience, friend. The seeds have been planted. Now we must wait for them to blossom.
And blossom they will. I think the only issue is the bird.
Corvus is not a threat for us right now.
If you knew who he was, you would have him as threat.
Kratos, we have spent 40 years together. And there's a lot of information you've told me, and there's a lot that you've withheld. Feel free to indulge in any of that information, as you so fitly see.
When you're ready.
Of course. After 40 years, what's another couple weeks?
Nothing.
Exactly. We have plenty of time.
Just remember.
We have an agreement, and I will uphold mine. As long as you both uphold yours.
We will. And you get that same, like, yes, that same stupid, yeah. And then, Balak, he just looking at both of you. And you see as Kratos, he just kind of looks at him and he goes,
We need to make sure that preparations are made before we go together. And
you plan on bringing all of them?
We will need them. Or at least I know that I will.
That is correct in that saying.
But we must continue to hold up the illusion that it is. At least until a time that is relevant.
I hope that time is soon. Then again, I can wait. I don't think he can.
When has that ever... And when has that ever stopped you from compelling his impulsions?
Compelling and holding one down are two different things.
Are you saying that after 40 years your strength is beginning to leave you, old friend?
You're funny. That place did nothing but grow me and weaken you. Well, at times.
Either way. After the appropriate measures are taken in place, we shall venture and fulfill our agreements.
I would hurry. Time is almost nigh, and he will shed the blood in the sky.
And if it happens, we will be there to stop him.
Is there anything else you need?
No. I appreciate your counsel over the past 40 years. Even yours as well, Belloc.
Yeah. That's right. You two are weak.
And I will leave you for now.
When should I expect you back?
After we regain Emerald's tree, so that way the fallen god can begin to ascend again. We shall reconvene them.
Yeah, Bashba is nothing. Well, she's something. But if you plan on having these
Mortals?
pawns play your game, then feel free to. But remember, the game is not here. Or with them. And if need be, you best be willing to sacrifice them.
I just kind of like give him like a stern look back, like I understand. I'm just not verbally saying it, and I just kind of nod and I say, "Okay, very well. Then I shall leave now and return to the matters at hand, so that way our time is not delayed any longer than necessary."
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye as well, Belloc.
See ya. Is that what they say?
I believe so. It is a suitable response.
Yeah. See ya. Bye.
So I will stand up and I will nod respectively to both of them, and I will turn and I will walk back.
They don't really nod. But they just kind of watch as you leave. And that's always been the same. You don't ever see them get up. You don't ever see them leave or what they do. You just fade back. Okay. So, you guys wake?
Is Tracy still there?
Yes, actually. You told her to stay the whole night, so yeah.
I just turned to her and I just say, "That is the loveliest song, and I greatly appreciate you helping me sleep after so long."
Oh, you're very welcome. And she points down as you have you have some good old morning wood.
I would actually look in amazement and like, didn't know I had
I
enough
would
blood
say
to
that's
do
no,
that.
Jeremy.
Sorry, what was the question?
He wants to walk in on this.
No.
can I walk in, like, back from teleportation? Can I walk in on this situation?
Not in his room, no.
Okay, I want to wait for him to leave his room then.
Sure.
It would probably be a couple moments because I wouldn't do anything about.
She'd probably leave first.
I'm okay.
You sure? You don't look okay.
I'm okay.
3 minutes. I'm real good.
I doubt it would take that long, but I mean, 40 years is.
Very well.
Wait, hold on. No, I'm still a virgin. I'm the 40-year-old virgin. Oh, God.
You say that all out loud? Please tell me.
Well,
you say that out loud.
Yeah, sure. I'll say it out. No, I'd be like a 65-year-old virgin actually right now.
could you do me a favor? If asked, can you say I helped you?
Sure. I'll wink back. Like, sure.
There's something wrong with your eye, dear.
So, anyway, very well. I will leave you. And she goes to walk outside the door. Sam, you're coming up as you see a half naked or see-through gown on Tracy as she walks from Baltimore's room to Emerald's room.
I look at that and I go, why does it smell like sweat and shame in here?
She just kind of looks at you and she goes, I can't possibly know or have any idea of what you're talking about. And you see as she walks into Emerald's room.
Can I just start laughing as hard as I can?
Sure, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'm just laughing in the hallway.
So, you guys all wake up to the morning light. You guys eat breakfast as Dewen is prepared for you. What?
As soon as Baltimore comes down, I just point, evil!
I'm assuming he comes to sit next to me and I'm like, well, how did you sleep, old friend?
Very well, actually. In comparison to 40 years of dying every day and being hung, suspended.
Yeah, we gotta work on the whole response thing. It's a little too much, especially for the kids.
Oh, are the kids there at the table?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Toughen them up.
That's okay. It'll take time. Just
You see
we'll work.
Leroy, he's kind of looks over, he goes, hey, that girl. Like, you see he's trying to be quiet, but he's
I
not
just
quiet.
smack him in the back of the head.
So I just like.
Oh, and when he says that, I'm like, oh yeah, about that.
Emerald, really not appropriate, man.
So I just like,
Are we all at the table?
Yes.
I fall out of my chair laughing.
so I like look over him and like, you
I'm
can
crying on the floor.
you can tell me in my ear.
Like,
I just continue eating, and I just kind of like nod to you and just continue eating.
And I look over at Leroy and I'm like,
You see Leroy kind of like looks at Rahun outside and he just like,
And then I see him
his
as
head
I'm
gets deeper into his bowl of food. And Kyla's just like,
Yeah, Colin's probably the most confused out of every
she's like,
person
just like
here.
this innocent, like,
She
I have
doesn't
no
know
idea what
anything
Yeah,
about
what's
what's
going
going
on.
on.
like I look over at Leroy for that. I look over at Rahun
I mean, I
staring
guess
there.
I'm picking up.
And I
what
look
you guys
back
are
at
putting
Tracy
up.
and
Well,
I'm
no,
like-
because I never saw her.
Oh my
So I'm like inferring whatever from the conversation.
So can I insight check Cass
sure, for what?
because of this
Like,
whole?
do I pick up what's happening? I didn't see
Yes.
her last night, but I can infer from the conversation.
Yes.
Could I insight to know what her
Yeah. I'm not reacting. I'm just.
demeanor
Going
might be
about.
from this?
Disappointed.
Like, yeah, if
Shame.
that's basically what it is. Did she like get a sense of
not mad.
All she's
disappointment?
thinking is
Disappointed.
Whatever.
men.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I was thinking for a second.
You don't have
get
to
up from
insight
the
that
table
one.
and be
Yeah,
like,
I've seen that look way too many
You can
times.
run an inside check, sure.
I want to know if she's like jealous or anything right now. Fuck. 14.
No, like that was my response.
No, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
like, whatever. Meh.
Okay, cool.
Meh.
So, yeah.
Alright, so are you guys traveling back?
Well, are we all ready?
Yep, let's
My
go.
exhaustion's gone now, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well,
Are you rested enough for the journey?
So I'd be in full plate mail right now. I'll get up from the chair and I'll start to do push-ups. How many do I do? Do I roll it out?
Is that a yes?
I think he's testing
Yeah.
his
Do I-
strength.
what
at
is
this
it?
point.
What am I rolling? Straight strength?
So while he does this, I'm gonna pull Tracy aside and talk with her.
Sure.
Yeah, 19.
19. You do a decent amount.
I throw over Leroy on his back after a minute or two.
So sure, I'll stand up, making sure Leroy doesn't fall off of me, and I'll say, yeah, I'm ready.
What do you take Tracy off?
So I say, gather your things. I just want to speak with Tracy before we go.
Is there anything you want to put in the bag home?
So I would walk
Me?
with her in the
Yeah.
garden, and I
This
look
is
at
all
her
right.
and I'm like, thank you for all of what you did. But I
Oh.
need you to tell me the truth. How was he last night? What exactly happened?
He was incredibly nice. He allowed me to serenade him, touch him. We slept in the same bed together.
Yes, but beyond the physical. How was he?
He was good. There was a very brief moment where his his whole body just like went cold.
Cold?
Yeah, like his body was cold to touch. But
And it was a noticeable difference?
yeah, quite noticeable. I thought maybe it was just like the room, the temperature, but even under the covers, his body was cold.
Was it breathing?
I don't know. I was half asleep.
Okay. Well, thank you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please take care of your sister.
Yeah.
And please do help keep up the garden and help Duenna with the kids.
Yep.
And all of
Per the
regular-
contract.
Yep. Oh, do you guys need anything beyond what's part of your contract? Do you want anything?
Not right now. My funds have been suitable, and I've been able to buy what I need.
Okay. Well, if you think of anything, just let me know.
Sure.
And I go back to the group.
Cool. So you guys all are you windwalking again?
Yes.
Is everybody okay with windwalking?
Sure.
Boom, 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 boom. All right. So you guys,
Corvus 2.
Yes.
Corvus 2. All right, cool. How many people can you do?
You and up to 10 willing creatures.
Yeah,
you
you're
can
good.
see. Yep.
So you guys all windwalk another half day all the way back to
That was Jeremy talking to his pet. Go ahead.
back to the temple where you guys are at, and you notice, or you being here prior, get the feeling that the entrance is changed. That like it still has the same look. But like looking inside, it's not just a bunch of tunnels anymore. You feel that it's been specifically created.
Okay.
So
No, I'm sorry. What the hell does that mean?
Like,
It's been specifically catered to like just go-
created.
created.
So
like
the
Toledo,
maze-
for instance,
to lead
like
us
the
directly
maze
where
has
they want
changed.
us
when you look down into a room, right? Like if you stand outside and you look inside the house. You look inside the house and you're like, "Oh, I remember that. You know, I remember like this is the house." What I'm saying is now when you stand outside and you're looking in the house,
the floorboard, like the floor,
like it's different.
yeah, the
like,
planning for it has
Some
changed.
correct.
Got it.
Do we all notice this?
He notices it right off the bat. You can make a perception check if you like.
Okay.
What was the writing on the outside?
Make a history check.
Well, I would still see it, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's just a ritual of essentially keeping something in.
Like a binding ritual?
More extensive, but yeah.
31.
Yeah. So you get the same feeling, but you get the same feeling like it last time. Like it almost has like that mist, like that haze, where like when you go to step in, you're stepping into whoever created that world.
I'm assuming we've all stepped
Now,
in.
in all honesty, if before you guys walked in, you three would know that the Panther did say that you'd have to run her gauntlet.
Run her gauntlet?
Yeah, the Panther
Yeah.
told you guys.
I
She
really
said
know that.
I can either take you to her,
Mm-hmm.
or you can run her gauntlet.
So we missed our opportunity to catch up.
They made it. He made it straight, like easy.
So I'm pretty.
But because you guys wanted to go down there because of the tree,
Oh yeah, literally.
I got you.
And I was trying to avoid taking you right to Boschba because
Yep.
I think it's a trap.
So I
It's a
say,
trap.
I tell them, I'm like, I don't know if you all noticed this, but it's changed. Things are different now. The outline and the layout of our foreseeable path.
Emerald, we're all changing inside.
No,
the
path,
world is
the
changing
physical path.
all
Is it-
around.
tell me when you
us.
see a whale. That's messed up.
Are we? We haven't walked in yet.
No, you're.
So
I'm
we're seeing this from the outside.
correct.
It's most likely because Boschra may know that we're coming this way. Possibly.
You could be
Well,
wrong.
unfortunately, it's the only way we got.
We're gonna have to deal with her eventually.
You're right. Let's do it.
So with that, all of you standing outside of the beginnings of Boschba's Gauntlet, we will go ahead and end tonight's session. I believe it's close to 11.
It's 11:10.
Yep, there we go. We will go ahead and end there for today, and we will pick it back up next week here on Epic Interactions. You guys all stay as epic as possible and be epic.
Bye.
Bye.